Crystal. It's an extreme demon. I beat it, and it's actually good this time. Alright, so this time I think I'm gonna try just talking in the editor instead of talking while playing the game. I don't know what kind of difference it'll make. So, starting off, the pre-drop of this level is fucking phenomenal. It's the best pre-drop I have ever played in an extreme demon, and even just in demons in general, honestly. Like, it's one of the best I've ever played. It's really enjoyable. The balancing compared to the rest of the level is pretty good. It's got like a good click pattern. I have no complaints. It's just good. Alright, moving into the drop. I don't think there's anything I found really bad. Yeah, and then section 2, starting from this click. This to about here is probably the hardest part, aside from the last ship, which is arguably the hardest part, but in terms of overall sections, this is the hardest. And why is it the hardest? Most of the timings here are just harder than the rest of the level, somewhat. I mean, even then, it's not that big of a difficulty jump. The only problems here are this click, and especially this click. I think the black orb and the green orb are fine. You get used to them over time, but this UFO click right there, that one's particularly difficult because the click pattern slightly changes. So if you just keep doing the same click pattern, which is something that does actually happen throughout the rest of the level and before the level, you'll die because you end up clicking early. Because what has happened here is that Zeronium decided, hey, the song has a slight delay. I'm going to match that delay to do proper click sync, and because of that, I think the click is still excusable, but it's still really weird. I feel like it could have just been a little more lenient so that even if you did click early, kind of tapping to the rhythm of your previous clicks, you could still live. I think that would have been nice. I mean, the gap itself is also, I think, just harder than the rest of the clicks. Yeah, that's like one of the only choke points, I guess, in this entire level. And then next up are these duels. I don't think there's really any issues with these duels. This first spider click I just found a little awkward, but I don't know, that's probably just me. Where was the other thing? I know there's a thing I found a little weird. It was over here. Yeah, you can make this spider click and not make the wave click. Just a little nitpick, but honestly, you should be focusing on the wave in the first place, so not really a complaint, just a little thing that I just couldn't really get used to, I guess. This part, which is the next part, what the fuck? Well, this part, is probably my least favorite part of the level. I just think the gameplay is a little wacky, a tad bit unnatural, especially this. Whoops. This straight fly here is a little whack. This transition feels like it should be whack, but it's pretty consistent, so no complaints there. Dash orb and wave, that's just a fucking sin. Kill yourself. Yeah, which makes this a little awkward because, you know, waves aren't supposed to go at this fucking angle. But other than that, no problems here until this click. This cube click right here, I don't really like it. I've never been able to consistently do it. I've died here from 0, I've died here plenty of times in runs, and I think you could just get rid of this tiny little fucking spike. That tiny little spike does not need to exist. He can get fucking euthanized, get shipped off to a better place. And then finally, basically the last part, you'll see why it's basically the last part really soon. But this tool's fine. This wave, the gap's a little tight, I suppose. I don't know how much I can speak on this. I died here once, and that's because of the last ship. We all love the last ship. What the fuck is this? Like, I don't know what the hell Zeronium was smoking when he made this, but this is a massive difficulty spike compared to everything else in this level. The ship control needed in this part is honestly absurd for like what the rest of the level is. It's incredibly precise, and why you didn't need to give the player a fucking heart attack at the end. And speaking of heart attacks, at the end, there's nothing real. At the end, there's not really any gameplay. It's fucking like 2-star gameplay. You know, you click orbs, you jump over spikes. Not really any timings, you just click. Except for this last jump right there. That jump, why is it there? I've died there during runs so many times. I have no idea how I fluked it from 0. Thank fuck I never died there, but I guess it's there to make the ending intense, because the entire time you're playing the ending, the only thing you're thinking about is the last spike. So, if that was the intent, good job I guess, but still, why? What the fuck? But, I mean, overall, Crystal is a fucking fantastic extreme demon, and even compared to, like, normal demons and levels, like, this is a good level. It's fun to play. It's well balanced, but not, like, too balanced. It still has a little bit of difficulty variance to keep it a little interesting, but not too much. If you like really balanced levels, you'll like it. If you don't like really balanced levels, you'll probably still like it. If it's in your difficulty range, go for it. If it's like just out of your difficulty range and really something like the hardest, go for it. If you want to jump to an extreme demon, probably don't go for this. This is like top 200 or 300 on the AREDL list. But I don't know, you're probably good. I mean, probably not the worst extreme to jump to for your first extreme, so yeah, there's the gameplay. So the decoration section, I'm not a creator, so I'm not going to be speaking about like the quality of the block decoration, the 3D, the saw design, the background quality, whatever. I'm not a creator, not going to speak on that really. I'm just going to speak on how it affects my playing experience, and basically on that, it didn't. I mean, the deco's there, it's unobtrusive. I think these little spike vines can get a little weird when you're trying to learn things, because your brain looks at them, it's like, oh, that's a spike, I can't hit that. You can. So that tends to be a little weird at the beginning, but I mean, the colors are nice to look at, none of the movements are stupid, all the spikes are pretty visible. Oh, there's a very big thing that Zeronium does that I appreciate a lot, and it's that during full like black screen transitions, you know, where the gameplay fades away and it's just a pitch black screen. When you transition out of one of those, here's one. This is one of those black screen transitions at like 49 or 51. This is, I don't know. It goes black screen and it shows up this little text, and it has this dash orb visible at all times. So as your player gets to it, you can see it and be like, okay, I need to hit that dash orb. And when you hit that dash orb, the level flashes in, and it gives you all of this space for you to look at the level and be like, alright, I need to do this next. I can see it, I've practiced it, I can see where my icon is and how it's heading there. Fantastic. This transition is phenomenal. And same goes for this other black screen. It just gives you enough time to be able to look at the gameplay that's coming at you and like prepare to do the click, you know? It's how you properly do a black screen transition, and so many fucking levels get it wrong, and it's infuriating. You don't fucking flashbang the player with new gameplay. Don't do that. I don't care how fucking learning or difficult your level is. That's dog shit. You can fix it. Same goes for this end transition. It's done phenomenally, and no complaints there. Yeah, that's decoration, I guess. I don't know. I can't really speak on much else, since I don't fucking know how to make levels. Whoa, block design. Not really sure how he made it. It's cool though. Finally, a little note on song. Does it work? Yeah, it's a Camellia song. It's good. And the level uses it good. I mean, there's no crazy theming. I mean, it's just songs called Crystallize, so crystal themed level. Woo. Yeah. But yeah, it's a Camellia song. It's good. I don't think I need to say more. It works with the level. The level works with the song. Yeah, it's just a good level.